All right. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. The cough is still here, as you can hear, unfortunately. Got my cough drops at the ready and my water bottles, but expect to hear coughing pretty regularly during today's stream unless the mic is smart enough to cut it out, which I don't think it is. Anyways, today we start another week of streaming, and that means another week of stream games. If you checked on Blue Sky or my Discord, you would know that there are a few new games on the schedule this week. Tomorrow we are going to be starting through SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. I do plan to follow that game up with the SpongeBob movie game, because those are essentially two halves of a whole idiot, to paraphrase. I don't know if I'm turning into a Nickelodeon channel. I'm good at a lot of SpongeBob games. Or at the very least, I have a lot of experience with them from the GameCube era. After that, we got, on Friday, I'm going to be playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby Party Dash. This is not the Uma Musume game most of you know. This is the, minigame collection that only has 4 minigames. Kind of a weird choice. It has a story mode, though. And I got it on sale for like 70% off a couple weeks ago. So I figured it might as well be something worth trying, at least one stream. I currently have a poll up on the Discord basically saying, hey, which team do you want me to start with? So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, Wednesday and Sunday are kind of resets. We're playing the same... Pup. Listen, because you died there, that just means you can't say you're cute. We can say you're cute as much as we want. Anyways, Wednesday and Sunday aren't new games, but they are new playthroughs of the same game, basically. Like New Game Pluses, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know how to name the runs in Undertale, but... The big thing today is that the Discord has voted, I believe it was 3-0. We are going to have this background music from my playlists on instead of the Battle Network 4 music, because we are playing this game 2 more times, it will get repetitive. Well, you know what I mean, pup. Anyways, we're going to go to reset. Anyways, the point is I currently have 27 songs on this playlist, 28 songs on this playlist. I have it set to shuffle, I have it set to loop. The songs are not all at the same volume. Annoyingly enough. I hate that about YouTube. But it's a problem with Spotify too, I guess, but YouTube also has the problem. So anyways, I'm going to need pretty consistent feedback from you guys telling me, hey, this song needs turned up, or this song needs turned down. Don't press reset, just load your save. You can walk me through the details on Sunday, but I'll try to remember that. Anyways, I did make sure to mute the game audio, so you will not be hearing that today. Unfortunately, that means no sound effects either. As you can see here, I have abused my streamer privileges to give Axeline the starting designated cutie because they were denying it in chat earlier. They were denying praise earlier. Y'all can toss it around to whoever, but I do have the power sometimes. But yeah, you can see we have the red sun icon up in the top left indicating we've beaten the game once. And we have the continue to icon, which indicates that we're on our second run. We just encountered Shademan for the first time. which means we got that stupid dark chip that we don't throw away for way too long. Anyways, we take it to Higsby, he tells us, hey, throw that shit away, and we proceed to not throw that shit away. Because, you know, we're an 11-year-old boy. Of course we're not going to listen to adult figures who have reasonable arguments. But yeah, the dude almost has a stroke when he sees this chip. Clearly bad news. And we don't listen to him because we're an idiot. Oh wait, the music's not on. Let me fix that. Audio application capture. Give me a moment. Things being stupid. Why is it not working? It's not working with my songs. So that's a pain. Why is it locked? It like shows the yellow input that's receiving stuff. There it goes. Yeah, if I put it below a certain threshold, it just doesn't listen at all. That's interesting. Alright, let me know if you can hear the music. And if it's too loud or just right. Because I can't fucking tell. Anyways, we don't listen to the guy. Because clearly we know better than the guy who used to work for an evil syndicate. And is specifically autistic about knowing what battle chips do. Reminder that the story is required to make us use it at precisely one point in the gameplay. We are not allowed to do anything else, because that's fun. Oh yeah, we got mail. Alright, we get the code to Dex's area. Not too important, but it helps. Every bit helps. So reminder that next up is the first of 3 tournaments, the preliminary round specifically. Alright, there's the save. And we go on to the Meteor subplot. Which, of course, Lynn does not learn about until the very end of the game. Basically, what you need to know about this part of the story is big old fucking asteroid about to hit us. All the world's scientists gathered together, including one shady guy named Dr. Regal, pull their resources together, and they decide, we're gonna shoot a big fucking laser at it. He is from Nation Z, a military state, which is the token evil country. And it is never shown on a map. Considering Sharo is Russia, this guy is from what I can assume is like the Mega Man equivalent of North Korea. So that's fun. And of course his dialogue is the least natural stuff you've ever heard. I'm not smart enough when it comes to asteroid stuff to know if shooting a laser at it would change its trajectory. But that being said, it's very likely they didn't do research on it either. They just wanted an excuse for it to match with this guy's laser man. Alrighty. Time for the tournament grind to begin. Now, the tournaments are simultaneously the best and worst parts of the game. The best parts of the game because they are where you get the souls, and the only time where the content can be different on replays. But also there is a very high chance that you will get the exact same scenarios you've already done before. And no, you don't get to skip any of them if it's a repeat. You have to replay the whole scenario. Got a chip trader here. And the tournament starts here. Ah! Right. Forgot I gotta go through town area 3 again. It's always the back. Alright, let's find whichever one of these guys is in charge of the homepage. We don't care about the boards. We cannot register yet. Alright, path open. And media viruses. Oh yeah. Reminder, all the viruses are powered up. For better or worse. Yeah. Alrighty. Now reminder, we need to go through town 3, so we have to go all the way down. And this way. Yeah, I was gonna say, this isn't the correct path, but there is a shop here. So you do have to go this way sometime, if you want that. Getcha! $600, sure. New hit point memories. Or at least a single one. I will take it. Brings us up to 960 with our Navi customizer. Blue. A high cannon. Mole. Alright, let's shuffle a heal in here. Gotcha! Alright, let's keep them around. This should be the guy. That is correct. Sticking his Ozo. And you can't go past here in case you're curious. So that is the whole registration part done. Complete your net entry. Eligible to take part in the prelims. The prelims are as follows. You have to do 3 side quests because the game says so. Fuck you. And yes, these are all tedious. And you can only do 1 at a time. Because fuck convenience. Now, we do not know if everyone else had to do this as their prelim process. The game doesn't explain it. I was going to say, I remember you, because it was not in the internet. To be precise, I remember the exact location they are. So that should save me a good bit of searching around. Would you look at that, saving time during a replay. There's one gold bug, and then the other one, I believe, was in Yai's home on the teddy bear. Got it. Quest 1 done in like 3 seconds, because memory. Woo! Alrighty. Make our way back. Help you out. Where's Kay express my gratitude? That's why I'm giving you nothing. Thank you for nothing. Anyways, you are... I forget about this one. OFTS. Six plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 14 is 27. It's 0. What a stupid question. And virus fight. It's a wave fight, including a Met 2 EX. Because we didn't have enough Mets before. Should get rid of the rest. Bit early, but I got the second one there. On to battle 2. Just 2 spiky 2s. Alright, got that. Got it. Battle 3. Not exactly amazing, but we can work with this. And by that I mean I can insta-beat them. You fool. Alright, last one. Right, gotta find the Metar village or some shit. Gotta talk to the Navi and AC/DC first. Which means we gotta go back to home and go through the AC/DC areas. Because backtracking is fun. Alrighty, let's get looking. It's a good chance to activate the codes we've gotten so far as well. We also do have to check all the area, even though it's probably in 3. Cover 50 would have been great first playthrough. Gonna say, I don't care about the gold bugs. That was easy to figure out. Right, invisible protects. There we go. Alright, let's keep looking. This is base. We don't have her code yet. Anything down here? Probably not, but I'm required to look everywhere anyway. Ha! That's really strong considering we were indoors for that. That was the weaker version of that move. Goes through a Met's guard. This is one of the new songs I added from Maiden and Spell. Just a good song. There we go. Got the counter. Move up to area 2. I know we can't go right from where that guy is. Nothing there. Green here. 400 bucks. I already have all your things worth getting. Got 2 of them. There we go. Can't go that way. Wandering around this area. There you are. Let's get the code open first. Almost made it to the portal. There we go. Hey, let's go yank the code. I believe it's someone. Yeah, it's probably on the other side, isn't it? Nope. Might be one of the 3. There's just not available yet. Absolutely nothing. Thanks, game. At least the cube's open. It's not on the net. They hang out in a computer. Change all the time, don't know where. Town area. Of course. Always lying to new nabbies. Because of course he does. Got it. Alright, one more area. One more code to find. This is a decent combo. Got it. Take the progress I can get here. This is Yaz. Can I access a link, please? There's one. Thank you, and goodbye. New chip. We're looking for a Navi who lies about the Mech Village. Oh, you think you did it, pup? Good for you. I know it's a royal pain in the ass to learn. So does that mean you're officially cute now? Or how's it working? Boop. And got the data. And ballin'. Up. Thank you for the redeem line. Thank you very much. Has the volume been okay for you guys, by the way, with the songs? Just want to make sure. Okay, the volume's been good. I just want to make sure because I know some of the songs have different volumes. Nothing down there, so it's in area 2 at least. Bug frag. There's a guy down there. Keep an eye out for that. Gotcha! Bitch! Nothing up there. Anyways, going down here. See what we can find. That's about what I expected. Yeah, no worries, Lion. Take as much time as you need. Gotcha. Low rank because I got hit. Have I seen Bentar Village? Yes, you have. I'm sure you don't. They like Electown and high areas. Which means we have to go to the dungeon again. All the backtracking. Woo! Now, is it in here or is it in the Elect Tower? Is the thing I forget. It is here. Gives us the data, and then we have to fight this guy because he's a dick. Which means we fight him. There's the area grab. There we go. Just had to invincibility mash a bit. They swing their pickaxes in joy. Bye-bye. Alright, that's preliminary mission 3 out of 3 done. Reminder, this is not the tournament, this is just the way to get into the tournament. Anyways, that gets us into the tournament proper. We unlock a new place, the Den Dome, to access the tournament proper. It is kind of pathetic to think that only 8 people total could have done this. I guess it is only within the city, but still. Like, come on, guys. You can do better than that. That being said, I won't complain about not having to do more rounds. Time to look for hidden shit. Because I don't know if they add anything. This guy sells sub-chips, correct? Nope, he's security. Reminder that we can jack into random shit, and we do so whenever we get the chance. Such as a hot dog machine. For doing so this time, we get 2,600 bucks. Which by itself isn't amazing, but it's closer to more hit points, so I'll gladly take it. Alrighty. Can jack into this vending machine. Cold, juice, hot, hit point memory. We're one away from 1,000, thanks to our buffs. These guys don't seem buffed though. There we go. Anything down here? Nope. So we're up to 980. Still can't enter this way. Can't jack in here until we beat the tournament. While the lotto numbers was here. Herrings are not up here. And anything in the chairs? Nope. Time for the tournament ceremony stuff. Well, you did oversleep, Lan. No wonder you're the last one in. Anyways, what's our pairings this time? The first time you play this game, you are locked into getting Gutsman as your first soul. Or I believe it's Aqua Soul if you're playing Blue Moon. That guarantee is not in place for the second and third rounds. Well, second and third runs of this tournament. We start with a new scenario. We're against Fireman, a Navi that we saw from Mr. Match in the first game. And we definitely have a problem with this guy considering how he made Lan accidentally do some bad stuff in the third game. So that's fun. Didn't know he was here. Alright. So we got some new content here for the first time since we started the playthrough. Well, the second playthrough. As expected, it's none other than Mr. Match, the guy we saw only in the finale last time. Kid isn't even trying to pretend he's reformed. He just looks like, brace yourself, I'm here to cause trouble. And we're like, oh god, this Joker again. Anyway, he's just like, you should stop worrying about me so much. Worry about your fight. And we're like, nah, he's probably gonna cause some trouble. Oh, it's like, where'd you go? I'm still here, you stupid YouTube. Anyways, we go to the hot dog stand, the place that requires fire to operate. No points for guessing what occurs. Yeah, here's an example of one of the songs that is quieter. Anyways, we go over for a hot dog. And she goes in to get a hot dog, and apparently Mr. Match's recognized name. Apparently she fixed this person's hot dog stand. Allegedly. This whole redemption attempt sub-arc would be a lot less suspicious if he didn't, you know, betray you one game earlier. Also, just small disclaimer here. Turning up the power of your grill does not mean your hot dog is automatically yummier. It just means it cooks quicker, and sometimes more unevenly. I'm not good at cooking, and even I know that, so. He's like, no way, Mr. Match did something nice. Yeah, he always does something nice when he's trying to trick people. And then suddenly some people are like, hey, we're gonna beat you up. And Mr. Match is like, hey, I'm gonna protect you in this totally not staged good guy sequence. What's the boss doing here? Parentheses. Totally not suspicious in the slightest. And he's like, I'm gonna pay for your hot dog because I'm pretending to be nice. It is not believable in the slightest. This game does not have the writing to trick anyone, let alone people above the age of 11. Anyways, we're taking a look at this girl's hot dog stand and seeing what the fuck's going on. Heads up, by the way, ad break in about 3 minutes. Shocker, the fire appliance is having trouble because of fire viruses. Who'd have thunk? Crazy fight. And of course, Match has made it so he's the only one who can fix it. So that's fun. So where do we think Mr. Match is? Thought the answer was where you've seen him before. The answer's no. I know the middle flower has a code. Yep. Nothing else of note really there. Anyways, we're kind of all a wild goose chase for the guy now. Because that's fun. Doesn't look like he's up on the tower or anything. The only real place I gotta check is back around here. That being said, I will be pausing because the ads are starting any moment. Sorry y'all, back in a few. got a minute left on the ads, it looks like. Thank you for the hydrate, pup. Alrighty, first off, welcome back, y'all. Got a designated cutie redeem. We are swapping it back around. Welcome back, line. You have been tagged it, metaphorically. Anyways, we're still on the wild goose chase for wherever Mr. Match went. He is not outside. Am I going to have to check inside buildings? No. 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 In the round one. Where did we even find him? They didn't really give us any hints. Guess we gotta search on the internet. Because that's fun. Yeah, that was my line of thought. If Fireman's on the net somewhere. There's the guy's homepage. We need to get the others sometime. No hints there. Instant double delete. Thank you. Something down here that I need to check. Just because it's out of the way enough that they put shit there. Knowing my luck. Gotcha! Good stuff. Sorry, had to sneeze there. Anything down here? Nope, I just wasted my time because they don't tell me where to go. That's about what I expected. There we go. Alrighty. On to area 2 out of possibly 6 that we're going to have to hunt for this fucker in. I accidentally merged the thing. I'm like, why did I get hit from that? And then I'm like, you're an idiot, Ozo. There we go. Green, money, green, trap. Gotcha! It's tough to time it, but it's easier with only 2 rows to pick from. Gotcha! Alright, more progress made. 2 areas confirmed not to have the guy. More fire guys. Got the double hit. Damn cough. There we go. Fire ID. I feel like I'm gonna go here later in this side quest then. Especially if it's specifically fire ID. course it fucking got interrupted. There's that hit. Bop. You're fine, Lion. I tell people this every time they voice that concern. 99% of the time it's Pup, but I don't require people to talk to me in order to be a valued member of the channel. Even if you lurk here and never say anything, even if you just talk on the Discord or just the Twitch channel, you're still appreciated, okay? Well, how about this? I got a question for you. And I don't know if you know the answer, but I certainly do not. When I upload my streams, I do the ping for the group. I do like @Twitch ping magnet or whatever, and then I add in my little blurb. And then I add in my link. Like the twitch.tv/ozokraid11. Do you know if there's a method behind what the link does? Because sometimes it does what it does today, what I wanted it to do. Where it's like, small link, title of the stream. But sometimes it'll show like a big ass video box where it has the play button or the open link. And I want it to be the tiny one, but it's random. Do you have any idea what determines that? Sorry, Pup, I meant it in jest. The point is, y'all are very concerned about, like, doing enough for me, and I don't really have that as a concern for me. Just being here is appreciated. There you go. Going back in case I missed Fireman. Looks like that side panel mattered. Alright. Yeah, I didn't think you'd know, but I figured it was worth asking, because I have no fucking idea. Sorry, sneezed again. Yeah, I was talking to people in another server earlier about, like, how I always felt bad about, like, promoting my channel in, like, certain Discords. Especially when they're inactive enough to where it's, like, I'm the only one posting in their self-promotion channel. And people were reassuring me, like, nah, if they didn't want to see that, they'd be, like, muted or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I get that, but also I still feel bad about doing it. It might be that it isn't able to load the stream info fast enough because I posted immediately after going live. So you're saying it'd be better if I, like, waited a moment? I guess that makes sense. Very least it wouldn't hurt to try. Got him. There we go. And got the bonus data. Yeah, just a game theory. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Let's do this. And gotcha. But yeah, I just feel bad about like posting in so many self-promo channels. Especially because I have to do it all manually. And it's like, realistically, I get that that's part of the experience. You're supposed to do that. But I don't know, I just feel like I'm doing something wrong when I do that. Nothing new in here. Trap. Yoink that, because I know how it'll go. Got that. There we go. So that one was virus. As someone who has notifications set to all from any Discord, you'll get like 6 notifications when someone goes live and it doesn't bother you. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I think it's second trap in a row. I think it's just my self-doubt setting in and all that. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I just overthink the hell out of it. And I know I really shouldn't. Doing the final boss again in Hollow Knight, huh, pup? Yeah, welcome to one of the hardest bosses in the game. Again. Right, this just leads to the stupid electric tower. This isn't the final boss you remember? That's because it's a new one. Congratulations. Anything around here? Also enjoy taking 2 damage for like nearly every hit in that fight, if my memory is correct. Gonna say, I wasn't sure how I was supposed to protect the item there, but I certainly did not. Yeah, 2 damage. Yeah, the boss does that. It's just kind of its thing. Gotcha. Do I have an unlocker? I have 1. Anti-damage M. And you have to refight the other boss every time? Correct! Congratulations. It's a rough learning process. Not going to sugarcoat that one. Gotcha. Gotcha. Is the secret final boss of Hollow Knight in the Pantheons? Yes, it is in one of the Pantheons. Alright, I got the first stupid part I need. Not part of the current quest, but I will need that later. But yeah, I think it's in the 4th Pantheon. I believe I got your last hit point up for this dealer. Good progress there. Gotcha. Do that to lock you into where you have to be. Shuffle for healing. Not getting it. Got it. There we go. Alright, it's not in this area, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. Because I think I saw where I had to go, but not how to get there. Okay. I was partially correct and partially dealing with a stupid game. So, I was correct about the fire ID being relevant. That being said, the only way to get the fire ID in this game, I had to go talk to the tournament guy. No hints on that one. So now I have to go back into Town Area 3, I think it is. So Yai's homepage should be a good shortcut, but still. Come on, game. You're better than that. Well, you're not better than that, but you should be. Alright, quick warp. And into Area 3. I believe it's left of here that the ID is needed. You are never beating this in Steel Soul mode? The game in general, or the true ending? Okay, it leads in here. Hi there, Mr. Match. And Fireman. Y'all should clearly see me coming. There's not a wall between us. This fucking boss. Hey, you could go practice it in the boss area. In like the God Home DLC or whatever. You can go practice it as much as you want. Aren't you excited for that? Anyways, this is just confirming that Mr. Match is indeed still evil. Because those two Navis were related to the punks. And he just acts like we didn't hear any of that. Man is as friendly as ever. Anyways, gonna go past here just a bit to see if there's any items I need to grab. Game really wants me to be invisible right now. Go figure. There you go. Nothing in either area. Interesting. Anyways, now we go back to the hot dog stand. And YouTube's wondering where I am. I am listening. It's a playlist. Do you expect me to be actively interacting with the playlist, YouTube? It's not there to watch. It's there to listen. Anyways, hot dog stand. Says it's fixed. I put in a wicked one, which is totally not suspicious behavior. Well, excuse me for not getting context clues and having to do what the game literally tells me to do. Also, we literally just had a story arc about, like, protecting those viruses in, like, the Metar village. So yeah, in case you're curious, let's see here. Oh, do we actually get to go? Do we actually get to go fight? All right, let's save. I don't know how much tougher the bosses will be here. Anyways, this is time for our first real fight of the game. Of this run. We'll have to see if they bump up his difficulty to match the second run. Alright, what bullshit's gonna happen here? You really expected me to fight fair in a tournament. The trick? I forgot they put it in parentheses whenever they refer to it now. After the World 3 broke up. Formed a group from its remnants. One of my people planted powerful igniters in the dome. Yeah, he's about to fucking incinerate the entire tournament. You'd think he'd at least wait until finals for this. That being said, the hot dog lady is here and he suddenly feels bad for her. And these guys are like, no, we can't back out now. And they're like, this guy's a chump now. He has emotions. Anyways, so we gotta deal with these things. We'll only allow one of you to search for the igniters. Any volunteers? And of course it's us, because they have a grudge against Mr. Match right now for being soft. Five igniters throughout the dome. Viruses have been planted inside them, and we have to delete the viruses. Alright, the game's on. Is any of them in here? No, but there is a blue data, which gives us a bug frag. Alright. Time to examine everything. I am a contestant. Let me in the fucking lockers. There's one in here. As expected, you will be dealing with fire viruses for doing so. Got him. Just check in case any of the other bags have them. Got one here. That's 2. One hit kill you. Got it. Not even outside. There's 2. One at the desk. How would they not notice it? The desk isn't exactly subtle. Spiky 2 EXC though. Alright. Rock is gone. Got rid of 2 of them with that. And the 3rd. 3 down. Figure I have to go around here somewhere. Are the hot dogs one? Nope. Oh wait, is that the hot dog lady or is that a different lady? Okay, well, it was on the middle one. More EXs. Gotcha! Burn! See how you like it. Alright, and then I'm gonna assume that because I hit R instead of A, on the actual match thing, that's probably the 5th one. Unless one was over here. Is one here? There's one I'm missing somewhere. It's always fun when you're missing just one. Where's this damn 5th igniter? You think they'd let me in here just to fucking check for explosives? Gotta go around again. These guys don't give me anything for it. You can't interact with this fucking thing. Literally in a blind spot. Literally in a blind spot. Alright, that should get rid of you. There we go. All 5. There we go. Anyway, he's like, actually, we're not quite done yet. Saving a big band for the finale. Most impressive and destructive one in the most obvious places, which is... yeah, up in that thing, right? The MT igniter. It'll blow the place to smithereens if you use it here. Yeah, they were always going to betray him because that's what evil people do. So what's in this one? Most secure vault igniters I've designed. And only I know how to disable it. Do exactly as I say. Alright, what's the deal? The MT ignition device is protected by double security. Small-scale bombing machine keeps pumping out big and small bombs. The big bombs are the key. Disposing of 20 big bombs will eliminate security system 1. A button in front of bomb, dispose of it. Take damage if it explodes, take care. After shutting it down, look for the ignition device. That'll set off the second security viruses. Eliminate that and you stop it. Oh, random encounters are still on. Ew. Might fall asleep soon? No worries, Lion. Take care of yourself first and foremost, okay? Alright, MediX here. Gotcha. Alright, making progress, I guess. There we go. There we go. Got you. Damn it! It's the interface. They're like required to face the right way, so it just gets in the way so much. Nice. That was like an instant kill. Like, at least the viruses aren't harder, I guess. But also, like, come on, game. I forgot how much Snake sucks as a chip. It's like so specific. Gotcha. Alright, there's 20 rounds, and then we have the final bit. Gonna check the igniter, one more security measure. Tough fight. save just in case. We have 5 minutes until the ad starts. Well, 6 minutes, but still. Secondary security is... There's a Vulgar EX. Intriguing. Okay, I was gonna say, that guy's the real problem. Gotcha! And that should clear it. System disabled. Clear. He's like, don't waste your breath. They probably ran away. He's like, can you believe it? And Land's like, yeah, actually, your plan kind of sucked. It's cool how you risk your life for someone you like. And Mr. Match is like, what do you mean, romance? We don't do romance in this series without it being absolutely awful. And he's like, nah, we're gonna fucking fight. Yeah, the hot dog lady has no idea this was him. Only Land knows, and he is being nice for some reason. Even though he totally could have gotten revenge for last game's betrayal. Anyways. Fireman time. Is he harder than in Mega Man 1? Because he is not hard in Battle Network 1. He has 100 hit points, which is something. Takes 200 damage from that. The real trick would be if I can get a panel to crack here. That could be really good. Also crucial is that I can stun him with my search attack. This is what I wanted. That being said, I missed like an idiot. Ooh, this will do a lot. Okay, it does home in on me now. And that's a win. Round 1, and ads about to start in 40 seconds, so I'll pause after this. Oh right, we get Fire Soul for this. That's our 4th out of 6 souls. Hot Dog Lady, woo! I forget if this is the last we see of Mr. Match, but it might. Oh right, I forgot. He's like, I only love fighting. Because again, this series cannot do romance well to save its life. Poor girl. Imagine having character development. Couldn't be them. Soul of the Inferno. We'll read what Fire Soul's about when the ads are done. In a minute. Mo. Alright, welcome back, y'all. Just got a new soul. Let's read up on what it does. This is our 4th out of 6. Gotta use a fire chip to serve as a sacrifice for this one. changes our element to fire, which means we are resistant to, I don't know if it means we're resistant, but it does mean that our fire attacks are powered up. We are weak to water, though. Yeah. Turn some pails to grass, and any enemy who takes fire damage on a grass pail takes double damage. Got a firearm and a flamethrower, which extends 3 squares forward. That being said, if we look at our folder, we don't really have any fire chips we've been using. So let's make room for some. Heat shot's the most common one, but flame line's probably better. Got an F already. Get a G. Get an H. And that should give us some more options. Anyways, we'll probably try to do one more scenario today. We'll see how the time works, though. Alrighty. Next up, we're going against a no-name Nabi. Up, we are repeating. This was the very first scenario we did the first time we did this. Which means I know exactly what we're doing and exactly what's going on. I think. The whole gimmick of this one is that she's actually already kinda dead. And interacting with her causes some weird spectral shit to happen to the internet. See? Spooky. I really wouldn't mind her so much if she didn't keep going on about how handsome some people and characters were. You're like 6 and also dead. Anyways, we gotta play like hide and seek with her first. Something about her that's the same as me. What do you mean? Maybe the fact that I've died before. Crazy shit. Anyways, gotta play hide and seek. Where'd you go? There she is. But yeah, she's got a lot of energy because she can't really get exhausted. Anyways, we got the mail that someone's home to see us. It's Surprisingly enough, it is not the girl. It is, I believe, the dad. Yeah. And he's like, how dare she have fun? That's not good. Anyway, so we gotta do some exorcisms. And we have Cyber Crystal to be able to see them, and Cyber Sutra to banish them. All of the banishing things are just stupid computer jargon. Four of them are evil. We can help some of the others, but we have to find specifically 4 evil ones that will fight us. I believe. So now we're in here, you can see at the top right, that is the Cyber Crystal. That is what we use to tell how close they are. Goes yellow because I know one guy's down there. Oh, really? You gonna do that to me, game? It paused the music again for me. Stop doing that. I am listening to a music playlist. I should not need to actively engage in it. Oh no, however will I attack you? Idiot. Mole. Stupid cough. There we go. So the first one's down here. Let's see how this one looks. Looks alright. We'll have to see how powerful it is over time, though. More money. First one. This one is a nice one, I think. There are no others in this area. Can say I can do this instead and make that much more convenient. $50 damage normally. Annoyingly, Red Sun is not elemental, so it's boosted by Guts Man, not Flame Man. Strangely, the fire attacks don't seem to get powered up directly. Anyway, I think one's behind this shot. Okay, yeah, it's over here. This is one of the 4 we had to find. Met 2 EXs. Woo! Okay, this is a funny combination, though. Because I could just drag them into the poison. And I'm immune to it. The Galaxy Brain strats here. Anyways, there's one of 4. Yoink you. Probably one up in that top bit, if my memory is correct. Got it! There we are. Got a good one. Gives me $3,000 for doing that one, though. So definitely worth it to go out of your way for that one. Not worth it to grab this guy. Can get rid of one of you entirely. And burn the other one. Should be all for this area. There we go. Gotta keep on moving. Nothing down here. Actually, let's just do this. See what you look like. And that's a plus shape and it deals 300. That's not bad, actually. Nothing up here. That was locked behind Fireman, so there's not going to be anything up there. Gotcha. Yeah, I thought there'd be one down here. That's one kill. There we go. Healed and got a bug frag. Found you. That's hostile Navi number 2. Would be a lot easier if we had the Wind Soul, but we take what we can get. There we go. That's 2 out of 4. Yoink the green. Regret yoinking the green. Okay, so actually let's do this one because we have the Vulcan. Gets rid of 2 of them. There we go. Alright, now we move on to the next area. Foul chip. Nice Navi. Bye-bye. Gave me a bug frag for doing so. There you go. Bit finicky against the boomerang guys. There we go. Get this boomerang 2. 800 bucks. Bad Navi number 3. And we do get the win shenanigans on this one. That'll bring them within an inch of their life. Idiots. Goodbye. One more. Trap, virus. Got it. Didn't get the data, but the rest is cool. Last one. Ooh, 3 for 3 on this. You think that saves you? You fool. Get winded, idiot. Alright. There goes the last one. Talk to him, and then we should be able to go to do the match. Yep, match is about to begin. We'll probably stop for the day after this match. Just so I don't run over time. It is laundry day. Wednesday is always laundry day. Because that's when our work weeks start. Exciting, I know. I know. Can't enter this way. Can enter this way. One more room. This fight shouldn't be a problem though, because it's against a nameless Navi. Sorry. Bye-bye. And then Yuko doesn't show up like everyone else, she just teleports in, or whatever you want to call it. Alright. Final battle of the day. Is Ponta tougher? And he's got more health. Does that really count as tougher, though? Fanfare is unfortunately pretty annoying here. Getzel should be a lot better at this one. Should give us some pretty free damage. Ha! You jumped in immediately to defend it. That's a clear. Alrighty. If it's Sparkman, we'll be doing a repeat next time. Oh, right. Bye-bye. She literally ascends to the heavens. I also just love how no one in this world talks about this. This is on TV, right? And he's like, yeah, that happens. But yeah, it's one of those things that you kind of saw coming. It's still one of the better NPC stories, but kind of predictable. And you don't really do much with her. Yeah, they just never addressed this again afterwards. Like, yeah, we just kind of had a ghost in our tournament. Anyways, let's see who our finals are. We get the new one, Top Man, I think it is. Correct? Yep. Alright, so that'll mark the end of today's stream. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid. Raid Gwenny like a couple days ago, so I don't want to do that. Let's see here. Let's raid Luna. It's been a week or so. At least a week. Probably a bit more. I don't keep track of who exactly I raid. I just know who I feel like I've raided recently. She's playing a new server. I think it's a Pixelmon server. I misspelled the name. I'm an idiot. Anyways, this has been as a correct sheer pronouns. I'll be back tomorrow with Battle for Bikini Bottom, the original one. I'll be back a week from today for the finals of this tournament in Battle Network 4. Have a good day now. Bye-bye.